Good morning, everyone. Well, I hope I'm not talking too loud. I went and had my ears cleaned today. When I went to the doctor, he's like, "Oh, you got a lot of wax." Well, now it's like I feel like I'm underwater. Okay, well, I got addicted to making the embellishments, so I'm gonna make them some more today. And actually, I thought, oh, it would be neat to do some vertical ones. But I think I made one. Well, maybe you can count two of them. And this one here, it's like I actually had, these were stickers, and I'm not sure what this one was. I can't make out what it was. It's got a little lion. Maybe it's Sandy Lions. I think that's what it was. So that's this plaid one. I'm not sure if this was actually from the same thing. It's like denim, and I had a little trouble trying to line it up. So I'm going to actually take a little bit of antique linen and just kind of go over the edges so they're not so stark white. Just on this one side. I don't think yeah, the other side's fine. And I don't know if I'm gonna use half of this or just cut a little bit off of it or what yet. So I'm just gonna do this whole side. And I know I'll cut off the top, but I guess I don't need to do that. Okay. And then I'm going to also put this strip of wood that I had left over from something. And it's a really nice heavy duty piece of wood too. Oh, and it's from P13. I can see on the little edge. So I'm gonna put that on here. And I'll try to, oh, and this was actually at the top because here's a piece of that stuff that holds it together. I thought, what's that on the edge? Well, here's more of it. Let me see if I can get that off quickly. You know, I get out here underneath these landing lights and then I can see everything really good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of line it up on this plaid. It's a beauty plaid, right? Or it's more like a gingham because it's tiny. Okay. And then I have some of these that I actually got when I purchased stuff from Peachy Cheap, and it's the sticker books from Simple Stories, and they're pretty flimsy. And I used hardly anything, so I thought, well, I'm gonna start using these when I have to make embellishments because I love making them. So this is one, actually these are two that I'm gonna use on this, and I'm gonna cut this a little bit because I can see it's not rounded enough. Okay. I'm going to take a little piece out of here. And so I decided to actually stick it to a piece of cardstock and cut it out. And I might just go ahead and do that with a lot of them because it's like they're so pretty, but it's like I just never use them because they're so flimsy. So I have a piece of doily here, and this, I mean, it's like this is how it was from whenever I used it last. And you know, I have two things of glue. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, you think one could be in front of me. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little glue on this edge. And maybe if I can get it to come out, there we go. And you know, I can't hardly think and talk at the same time. So I don't know, maybe about right here. And if I think it's too long, I'll just trim the top off. Well, I am going to trim the top off even, but I might do it at an angle. Okay, and then I have this where it looks like a stamp that says always and forever. Let me tape that. And then I'm going to put this kind of overlapping that. I just had so much fun making these embellishments. Okay, and then, oh, I have this navy, let's see, crochet string, and I think I'm just gonna do like a double bow with it. So I'm gonna take 2 pieces. I just cut off a chunk because it was just like a brand new thing that I got. And so I'm just gonna tie that because I love this color. I just wanted to play with it also. I love these scissors because I've cut paper with them and I can still cut fabric with them or string. Okay, and there is like a little string on here and I think I'm going to put it right over top of that. And I'm putting a pretty good glob of glue there because I don't want it to come undone. And so I'm going to pull on it just a little bit more here. And I'll probably, maybe I'll just cut this at an angle. Because I don't think I'm going to add a whole lot more to this than what I already have on it. I'm being kind of careful with it just because of the string probably still isn't glued down real well. So that's all I'm putting on that one right now. And then I have this other piece that I'll do something with that later after I decide what I'm going to do with it. Okay, and then I have another one that, let me get rid of my string here. Okay, I gotta find my picture of it. Okay, and move that to the side. Okay, and this time I had trimmed this down. I think this is one where I did a picture of my husband playing baseball because it says baseball on it. So I'm going to cut off the top of this and I'm going to be overlapping it. So maybe I'll cut this at an angle and I'll cut this right by the baseball because maybe I'll use that baseball for something else. And then I'm going to cut this one down here. And I don't know if this is the length that I'll actually end up leaving it or not. Okay. And then I have this piece I'm going to put over top of it. So I'll actually have the green, the white, the green, the gold. So I think I'll trim this about here, maybe a little shorter. Okay, so I'm going to have that here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. And so these are my longer branding strips and scraps. And The other day I used mostly the small ones, but today I'm using a few of the longer ones. Okay. And I might trim, I think I'm going to trim this off. Do I have my longer scissors right out here? I'm going to take this white off. Hadn't committed to it before, but now I am. I'll tell you, it feels so weird when your ears are plugged. Hopefully it goes away overnight. Okay. And then I have this, and again, this was in my scraps that I think I just had sat, I think it was during COVID, I just sat and made a bunch of embellished, or scraps that I had. I just had made a bunch of stuff with it. Okay, so I'm gonna just glue this on here, and I think I'm gonna cut it to right about here. So it'll be the length of the top one. And let me see if I can just tape a little bit of it. And roll it over so I'm not stuck to the table. And this is not even perfect, but I think it will look good. And I'm gonna come up on it where I just have it like the little holes are going right over top of it. So that's a really nice piece right there. Okay, and then I have another one of those that I cut from, or one of the stickers from the sticker book. And let's see, maybe I will use some of the string. I have this gold, oh, and I have this gold, what will look best with it? Or this, I think this one. This is that one that really frays. So I'm actually gonna take it and tie a knot in it like I did that one day, and how it kind of made like a tassel end, which I ended up really liking with the thicker one. Now this one, it looks like the white wants to shred, but not the yellow. But I kind of play with it a little bit and try to get it to all shred the same. And let's see, am I gonna spin it, tie it around it, or just tie a bow and put it on it? What do we have here? Maybe I'll just tie the bow and put it below it. So I'm just gonna cut off a piece and kind of figure this is gonna be maybe there. And then I can tie it here. Yeah, I'll try that. Now I need that tool that I can kind of clamp it. And do you think I see that? No. It's got to be there, doesn't it? Yes, there it is. Oh, I just almost knocked my embellishments on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole thing there. So I'm gonna just tie it in a knot first. And then a little bow. I just kept trying to do vertical ones, and they were difficult. It's easier to make a horizontal one. Okay, let's see if I can pull it in a little more. I always just make my bow, pull it in, pull it tight again until I get the size that I want. I used to make these little pom-pom bears back in the 80s, and I made little tiny bows on them, and it was just that, all that back and forth until I got the size right. Okay. And again, I'm gonna just cut this off and let the end fray. I'm just gonna kind of mess it up a little bit. And I'm gonna cut this one a little bit shorter because I kind of like that. And then I have this one here, and it looks like it's a tag with a heart and a staple, and then it says Love Life, and then it has the plant. It looks like it might be on the front of a planter or something. It's really cute. I mean, that's where I picture it would be at. Okay, and I'm just gonna stick that right in the middle of that. And then, where's my other little dots? Okay. And then I've got a couple of little buttons. I don't know. Now they almost look too big to me. Maybe if I put one up there and one down here, they look all right. Okay. So I'm just going to put one of those here. And one up at the top. And again, that's all I'm doing on this one. I think when they're vertical, it's like they seem like they need to be thinner. I don't know, because I'll tell you, I kept trying to make some kind of like I did the other day, and it was really difficult. So that's it for that. Oh, what was I doing with this? Oh, I was actually going to put this on here. And do I still want it there? Let me look. Yeah, I think I'm still going to put that there. And this is like one of those handmade papers. And this side it looks like this color. Oh, let me look at that. That's very monochromatic. I kind of was liking this, so yeah, I'm still going to do that. And I'm going to put it down about there. I looked at that and I thought, what's that for? I knew it was for something. Yeah, I think that looks really cute. So we got two vertical ones. Okay, and then I made this one like a banner, and I had made this banner previously, and then I just stuck it in one of my little color boxes because I didn't like it enough. And then I bought this die that makes like this one of these flowers that it twists around, and so it's like I thought, oh, I'm gonna go ahead, and I just stuck that in the box. It was in the same box. Okay, so I'm gonna, and here's a mulberry. No, it's a handmade paper leaf, and I love these. I could have just made all my little handmade paper into that. I'm gonna try to come in a little bit and try to stay in the frame. And then I have a die that I think it's a Tim Holtz die, the thinlets, and it has just all different kinds of leaves. So I'm gonna put that on there too. And I know I got a little bit of glue past where I need it. And so I've used two different dyes on this, and I'm just gonna kind of, I tried like curling up the flower a bunch, and I just couldn't decide how I liked it until I just kind of left it lay there, and that's how I like it, just kind of simple. And then I have a tiny pink button, and I'm gonna stick that right in the middle of it. And I think I might want to stick a little more glue right underneath it. I might have to put more glue underneath it, but we'll see, because it looks now like it's starting to stick. Oh, I might need one of those dots. And where'd I put them? I know you guys are seeing them. Oh, nope, I guess not. They're way over to the side. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on with this dot. So I've got a little glue and a dot. Okay. So that's all this is getting. Oh, I was thinking about maybe using this pink and tying that around. Yeah, I think I'll do that too. And see how horribly it frays? So you can see how come it's like I had to come up with another way, but I really like the knot in it. Okay. So again, I'm gonna put the knot in it. And let's see, I'm gonna try putting the knot on the other side before I tie it around. And I'm gonna try to tie it here in the front. Oh, and I've already slid off this. It's like you need one more person. I need my scrap buddy. Okay, I'm gonna put this on here. Okay. And I'm gonna pull it, I think, to this side a little bit. And then I can always take some washi and put it on the back so it stays in the spot that I want it. So I think that's it. I think I'm gonna just push it down in here. See if I can get it to hang together. Yeah, that'll be good. And I might trim it a little bit more. See if I can tie another bow or another knot and put it up a little higher. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay. And I'm going to put that here. Whoops. Okay, so there's another embellishment. Okay, and then I have this one here. And this is one of the heart embellishments that I made previously. I have a video for that. I'll try to remember to post it down below, and if for some reason I don't, remind me. Okay, I've already cut the ends off these, and I have another one of these, and it was just a partial one, so I'm going to use that. It's white. And I know my scraps are from Prima, and once, I think one is one side and one's the other. Oh, my camera quit. Okay, and so again, I'm gonna put it up to about the holes in the middle. So it kind of looks like little, I'm lined up with the little dots. And then I have a piece that looks like brick. So I'm just gonna overlap that kind of more towards this side. See if I can find my little picture. Okay, there it is. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my little heart. And I'm going to put this kind of close to the middle. I guess more towards this one side. No, I kind of want it, I think, right in the, I kind of figure the middle. Okay, there. And then this is actually a Prima, it's a flower from one of that same collection. I'd use this for my daughter's wedding album. And I'm just gonna little glue on these. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of put it towards one side. And then I have this little rosebud. It was actually part of this. It was just arranged differently than the way I wanted it, so I just cut it off, and then I'm just gonna tuck it in there. But I love how these little wooden hearts turned out. And then I have another button. Because I tried to bring in little different things than what I had before, because I wanted to make something different. Oh, I think I wanted it a little closer. Can I do that? Maybe, if I'm not too stuck to it. Okay. So that's cute. So I'm back to the horizontal ones again. Oh, and I was going to show you this. Once I decide my plan, so that so I'm gluing them all at once with you guys. I have like scraps of, copy paper or printer paper. So I just folded them and just put them in here. Okay, so this one I'm back to using Mintay papers again, or Mintay flowers I should say. And then I have all different kinds of papers. Let's see, where's this one? Okay. And I actually had one more of these before I looked at it and realized you didn't even see the one, so I just took it out because I might want to use it later. Okay, so I'm gonna cut little fishtails on these. That. And, oh, I was thinking I was doing this one. I got the wrong one up here. Okay, there we go. And so I won't do a fishtail on the wood, but I'm gonna fishtail everything else. Oh, and I'm not gonna fishtail the little tiny purple gingham because it's not worth trying to cut a fishtail out of that. Nobody would even notice, it's so tiny. And I wonder how come all those little tiny pieces of paper follow me around the house. Okay. So on this one, I am going to take this one, put this over top of it. I love these colors. I lived in an old, like, Victorian house, and these were kind of my colors there. If I can hold them still. Okay. And then I have the little purple strip. And I have no idea what this was off of, but it was too pretty. I just had to save it, I guess. Okay, and it's a good thing I'm almost done because my phone is saying it's about uncharged. Okay. So I have my little purple strip, and then I've got the little piece of wood. So I'm kind of like building a shelf. And then I'm taking this here, and I think that side I want to be on this top because I'm going to kind of build it onto one side. Okay, am I even in the screen? I hope. I don't even know where I was. Hopefully I'm in the screen. Okay, I'm in the screen now. I'll show them to you at the end. Hopefully I didn't get out of the screen. Okay, now this one here, I am going to start with this little tiny flower that looks like a strawberry, one of those like strawberry buds. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of put this at one end, and then this little purple flower, and I used one of these little purple flowers in one of my other ones that I was doing, and so I'm just gonna kind of build it off this edge, because I actually started doing this as a vertical, and then it's like, nope, it's gotta be horizontal. But you know, if I find the right spot for it and it ends up vertical, that's okay. So I'm just gonna kind of let this kind of trickle down this way just a little bit. And then I have this big yellow and white flower. And I just love how dimensional these look. I mean, when I see people use them, I keep thinking, is that a dimension? You know, I think it's maybe a, like a silk flower because it looks so dimensional. Okay, and then I'm gonna have this one where it looks like it's kind of falling off. And then I have this purple one, which, I mean, these are such gorgeous colors. They look so rich, I think. And I realized I kind of covered up almost all my banners I started out with, but I love how it turned out. It's so pretty. So there's another horizontal one. So I got 2 horizontal, 3 vertical. Well, 2 vertical and then the little banner. Okay. And then I have this. This is the one I had an extra piece, and I decided to take it off because you couldn't really see it anyway. Okay. And this here, I thought, why did I save that? Because I think it looks like a weird piece, but it's like I really liked it in the arrangement. And again, I'm just gonna banner the ends. And these also. Oh, it's been kind of cold here all day, but now it's warming up quite a bit. Okay, and I'm gonna banner the little yellow gingham too. And these were all basically just torn off from whatever I had taken them from, I guess. Okay, so on top of this, I'm gonna add that little leafy bit. And then I'm gonna put all this on top of this plaid. And I want the white at the top. And I'm gonna pull it down here just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm using purple and white. And let's see if I remember how I built this. This is like the first one I did the day that I was trying to do a horizontal and miserably failed. Okay, so I kind of started out, I think, with this purple here in the middle. And then this white one. And you know, I don't know it, no flowers, so it's like the purple, it's the purple flower, it's the white flower. Okay. And another, and these are like purple buds, I think. They look like buds to me. I'm gonna roll those off there. And then I have this one here, another bud. Oh, now where am I putting this? Oh, I think this one goes next. Because this, not all of it shows. And so I'm tucking this in here. But even though you don't see it all, it's like it all has to be there. And I need to have it up far enough that you can see the yellow. Okay, do I have it I don't know if I have it stuck to it good enough or not. Maybe. I'll have to put something behind there. I'll stick this back there for now. Otherwise I'll be stuck to the table. Okay, and now this little piece, little bud. And again, I'm just tucking it all underneath the flower in front of it. And then this one here, that goes right in the middle. Yep, that all comes back to me now. So I will have close-ups at the end. It's like I just couldn't quit making them, so, and I just kept thinking I had to make some vertical ones. And I like how they turned out. They look kind of minimalist after doing these mega flower ones. So I did 6 today, so let's see, I think I should have about 18 now. 18 different ones. And I'll probably scrapbook tomorrow. I need to do a Through the Rainbow challenge. And so I will have close-ups of these ones at the end. And so I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Oh, let me scan out so you can see the whole thing. Okay. So there it is, but I will show close-ups at the end. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.